Hey, so guys, full disclaimer. For some reason, Jesse's audio did not record at all for this entire session. So, this is Jesse in post, giving you guys this disclaimer. Important bits I'll fill in, but this is a rough one, and we're very sorry. If you don't want to listen to this episode, we completely understand, and the recap for next episode will be hearty to make up for it. We're still uploading this because the cast have expressed a desire for me to upload it regardless of my audio issues, so bear with us. This won't happen next time. Just bear with us, and thank you.
They should just watch the previous episomodes. They'll know.
I mean, I have to go first on this, because they were going in order of how we appear on the screen. I'm Moth. I play Sky Snatcher, who is a very tall Tabaxi rogue. Just kidding, he's 3 Tabaxis in a trench coat.
You're quite fond of making that joke.
Huh?
You're quite fond of that. Just kidding.
Oh, it's my standard introduction. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
I try to come up with a new one every time we're gonna be here. It's like, and all. I'm trying to think of something funny every time.
I try and think of something funny every time, although I usually include lesbian barbarian
aesthetic. Funny and creative.
But you're
hey,
wrong.
Fuck you! How dare you compliment me?
Someone who I've been following on Tumblr for like 3 years. I just found out that they follow me back, and I'm like, who the fuck? Cool, I guess. I've never thought of you as that kind of person. I don't know why that never registered in my brain. That could be something that would occur.
Pascal, I play Lila, Dream of...
Hey, look, I have an ice cream cone.
Dreams Druid.
Wilson.
Hi, I'm Wilson, and I'm fucking gay.
Yeah, but, sorry.
Hi, I'm gay!
Get fucked. I play... Shut up! I'm Beans. I play Beans. He's a very small little axolotl, and he's actually, he's probably, the human equivalent of, 12 years old. He's just baby, and he got a big fucking dog that's rice, because beans and rice. Anyway, he just eats anything he can fit in his mouth hole, because that's what axolotls do.
And sometimes things that can't fit in his mouth.
Yeah, you can't give axolotls rocks. You have to keep them on sand, because they will eat the rocks, and they will choke, and they will die.
Not very bright, are they?
No, they're not.
I mean, they're brightly colored.
Yeah, Beans actually has green fluorescent protein, which is based off of a real axolotl thing that was introduced by scientists to study the regenerative properties. Anyway, he literally glows bright fucking green.
I've done those fucking things. I've done that in the lab. Not with axolotls,
Nice.
but that shit's fucking fun.
It is. It really is.
Hi, I'm Maxwell. I'm gay. I'm getting the lovely Mr. Higgsbury here. Anyways,
Stop stealing my thing.
Hamazotz, who's the axolotl version of Batman, except he actually kills people, so he's kind of like a really shitty Batman that worships the death god. Anyway, whoever just went fucking bowling to cover up my intro, kudos to them.
I bet it's Rose.
It was not me.
Jeez.
I'm innocent.
What did you do?
Nothing! Don't blame me for shit I didn't do. If I did it, I'll take credit for it because I'm proud of causing mischief. But this time it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Rose is causing trouble.
I was not! Oh, the DM has chosen their words poorly. I am Rose. I play a big, lunking barbarian who has the word thick in their last name. And I am the designated mischief causer and ruiner of everything the DM has planned.
Y'all missed my hilarious main joke earlier.
Yeah.
Should I make the uncircumcised joke again? Online?
No!
Let Jesse DM.
When we last left our heroes, the party had exited the mine. In Snowcleft, they were given a letter to deliver to Ruby, the one who gave them their job, and they started on the road once more. There they encountered some kind of undead bear controlled by plants. They fought it, and creepy vine creatures appeared out of the undergrowth and also attacked them. With that behind them, the party continued on. They got back to Aerith as the sun was rising high in the sky.
What do you mean got away? Beans let them.
It was fine to run. Beans isn't gonna kill it. Yeah, Robthorn made Beans cry.
I'm gonna go get my money.
Agreed.
Let's go to the Cobalt Bazaar one first.
Sounds legit. I was just gonna say we go like in order, so we're not like walking back and forth across the town and wasting the whole day. Alright, that's valid.
The slums.
At this point, they have returned to the city, and I ask them what their plan is. They decide to all go as a collective to collect their money from Ruby first at the Cobalt Bazaar.
Pollution.
Anyway, Beans has probably taken off that bat cloak, and he's got his little hood down, and he is just soaking it up. Baby get moist.
Baby get moist. Well, who fucking wrote Silent Hill on the fucking...
Again, was not me. I would like to
I'm
find,
a garbage
like,
tabaxi.
I would like to find like a dark alley in the Cobalt Bazaar that there's no.
Wait, did we
guards
get
in.
gold or anything? Did we get rewarded? Alright, I'm gonna go turn in the job then.
Max!
I'm
Max is
going on my
committing
own. No
crime.
one's coming with me. I'm just gonna beeline it straight there. Listen, we walk through the gates and my feet don't stop.
You're moving those teeny tiny little kitty legs real fucking fast. You're like speed walking.
Okay,
Wait,
who's
really?
with me, by the way? This is important.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be there for that.
Okay. Beans, by the way, if you're gonna pad alongside me, slap your little feet, you're getting in the coat. Come here, big guy.
Big guy, I'm just baby.
You are inside the coat now.
All right,
Getting hung
I
by
can't.
arms that shouldn't exist.
All right, it's fine. I have no choice here, I guess.
You get to be baby.
And honestly, Beans just sort of like, he's probably like pretty slippery at this point from just like soaking up the water, and he probably just like
You gotta sit on my shoulder.
squeezes out of your little. He just squeezes out of your little grabby paws and skitters up to sit on Snatcher the Tall's shoulders.
Yeah.
So he can keep getting moist in the mist.
Snatcher the don't question.
Hey, Turbolt, no.
They enter the Emporium, Ruby's place of business, and she seems surprised that they are alive. She asks if they lost anyone, and yeah, she gives them their money, and they're sent on their way. She tells them to come back tomorrow, should they want another reward when Rogthor gets all angry at her. And yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly,
Yes.
believe it or not.
It was barely a threat. No danger at all.
Are you almost
Hi.
died. You told me last health potion. Well, then why'd you send us out? My sanity.
No, but I
No.
don't appreciate this attitude you've been giving us.
I mean, we lost our elf.
We lost horses.
She just
But
wanted.
we lost horses, but Rogler's big beefy.
We actually gained a party member, and I gestured to the dog. Yeah, we should feed him.
But we ran out of eyeballs.
No, he's snack. I give him snack. He just needs more snack.
Yeah, a bunch of fuck off bandits and a worm.
And kobolds.
Kobold,
That-
yeah.
I'm
I am more concerned with the fact that you did not inform us that you thought we would all die.
isn't
You sent us on what you believed was a suicide mission.
I'm just zoning out. I was sure gonna say something. It sure was something, all right.
She informs them at this point that the Lupus has a bad track record of losing people, so that's why she's surprised they're alive.
Sounds
she's
like a shit organization.
sent people out on this same mission.
We're just
and they have
cooler
not
than
come
them.
back.
This explains why there's no health insurance.
I would like to as intimidatingly as possible, loom and tower over her threateningly.
Rolling.
Very visibly pissed off. Not sure what my end goal here is, but
That's okay. You never do.
Ruby, at this point, kind of steels her jaw and gives a brief look to the door to make sure there are guards still around. She crosses her arms over her chest and tells the party that should they want something else, come back tomorrow and she'll have something more for them, for their trouble and for keeping her people alive.
next time you try and offer someone a job, you had damn well better tell them what they're in for. I don't tolerate liars.
Like straight up, Rogthor almost fucking died. Have you seen her? You see her right now, right?
Well, she did run off on her own.
Huh?
Hey, can you hear me?
They get paid 500 gold, and they decide to leave the building.
How much gold is it?
5.
We're dividing. Okay, so Snatcher's gonna take that post haste, and then give you guys your share, and then I'm gonna keep Lila. She's not here.
You wanna give me the math on how much that is? So I'm gonna have to do
Yeah,
it.
550 divided
That'll
by
be
3.
110 for each of us.
110.
110.
I'm just gonna slap that down into my inventory.
Right. And as she promises to give us something tomorrow, I'd like to kind of just do not cross us twice.
Can I get? Can I get like a little bit extra? Cause almost dying.
You stayed in the back of the cavern.
Well, what if you want something extra, huh?
I do want something extra.
Okay, great.
This is me arguing with Snatcher, not the store person.
Well, I was arguing with store owner, so there you go.
Yeah, Beans is just sitting here like, but she said, but she said.
Beans, what's wrong, little buddy? I mean, besides everything.
Tomorrow.
Oh no, it's tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna come back.
At this point, I ask the PCs what they want to do around the city, and I decide to go with Lila and her weird friend issue. She goes to see the broker again.
I'm gonna do some shopping, but I'm gonna do it elsewhere.
Does she have the like the bright shiny blue bricks that the whole Cobalt Bazaar does on her porch, perhaps? Like they make up the little porch area of her building. Awesome. I'd like to walk outside and smash one of the bricks loose.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the pieces.
I'm just trying to get an entire brick free.
And I'm taking the brick.
We already
No, you're
have
not.
brick pieces, though.
Oh.
We already have a brick. Her name
I'm
is
gonna
Rob.
try again with my mace. Just smash
Also-
the floor.
Also, Snatcher, might I remind you that both of us have already picked up pieces of the pretty blues.
Yeah, but what if I want more pieces of pretty blue?
Awesome. I'd like to take the entire cobalt brick and like hand it over to Beans.
Aww. What did we just fucking say?
Oh god,
Giving
how
things
big
to
is this
the
brick? How much does this weigh?
bottles that they might-
Bricks usually weigh about half a pound.
Is it like brick-sized brick? Alright.
Less than a pound.
I'm gonna try and eat it.
Oh my god! No!
Beans grabs this brick in his
fucking
little
hand.
hands, and he goes.
No!
Immediately, he does not miss a beat. It is in his mouth.
I was taken out of his mouth.
Rogthor is meanwhile just
Roll a strength check.
Both
Oh my God,
fucking hands pulling it out of your mouth. No!
Listen, I keep salamanders. I am a herpetologist. When they get their little jaws around something, they will not let go. I have had salamanders trying to eat my fingers for upwards of 5 minutes. You guys cannot get this little man's mouth open. The brick is in his tummy, and he is very happy about it for now.
Is there a bet?
Is he like a triangle from the neck down like Tom and Jerry?
Oh my god, no. Can I cry and
I'm taking him
Oh
to a
my
cleric
God.
right now.
As Ragnar just watches this whole thing unfold, they're just
No,
like,
hear me out. Have you guys seen salamanders open their mouth?
Can I cry? Can I cry in dadly horror?
Here, I'm gonna
Your
send
dads are
pictures.
taking you to a cleric.
I'm sending a picture to the live chat. Oh god, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to go into my files.
Okay,
My album.
Jesse,
It'll be
Daddy,
there in a
we are
second. I'm pretty
taking
sure it's in my.
we are taking him to a cleric right now. Yeah.
I wanted to say,
At least his stats are. I don't know.
before I was interrupted,
Intelligence.
My intelligence is 14.
But your wisdom is 10. No.
Yeah.
Intelligence
man.
is knowing what this shiny rock is made out of. Wisdom is knowing not to eat it.
Why do you and I have the exact same wisdom and intelligence?
You know why.
But you're the dumbass!
I don't even.
He's just baby.
Oh, suicide.
Wait. Your intelligence is 14? Mine's 12.
Rogthor, during this whole engagement, had just kind of watched. Like, it didn't try and stop any of it. They're just like, you are naive and strange, but you have good spirit. I respect you, Beans.
So his dads are taking him to the hospital now.
Rogthor's probably
Fantasy
going to
urgent.
follow
Yeah.
along, but significantly less concerned about this situation than everyone else.
All right, I found the pictures. So, for everyone's reference, salamanders, whenever they open their mouths, their entire head just opens. They are all mouth. They're just like a sock. They're an animate sock with weird little stubby legs. Their entire face opens. I don't care if this. Yeah, I am actually like, kind of screaming. Whoops. So, like, I don't care if this man is 30 pounds even and 2'6". He can eat an entire fucking brick.
But the question
He can, but he can
Can
also
he
get taken to a
shit
cleric by his
a
dad.
brick.
He's probably gonna end up having to hork it up.
Why don't we just pick Beans up by his ankles and shake him real hard?
No, I'm taking him to a hospital proper. I'm taking him to a cleric. I'm taking him to fantasy urgent care.
Collecting bounties.
My question is, what does Flame do during all this?
Wait. Hold on. I have a quick money question real quick. So, I took Lila's money, right?
You took my money?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So, wait, how much do I have?
Wait, how much money do I have that you stole from me? I didn't hear about this.
You weren't there when we turned in the quest. So I just took your share.
Wait, which quest?
That's not fair.
Which quest was I not
Wait,
there
were you?
for?
I thought you didn't come with
I can and will fight Snatcher for Lila's share.
I thought you didn't come with us.
Rogthor will as well. Rogthor will hold you
With
upside
us, you have
down
your
and
money, but if you
dangle
didn't come with
coins.
us, I have it.
I'm with you guys.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind then.
If you guys are gonna throw down, Beans is just gonna start eating the coins you. I mean, okay, like, I'm joking. He's probably gonna pick. Shut up.
Alright, then you're fine.
Are you saying that Beans is our own personal coin purse?
A little bit, but that's mostly because he wears a potato sack that's like
This is our bag of holding.
entirely pockets.
Is Beans Chester?
A little bit.
I knew it.
He's just.
Remember the penguin from Madagascar, and whenever they need something, they just like reach down his
Oh, it's
throat and pull
Rico,
it out?
yeah.
Rico, yeah.
At this point, I ask the PCs what they want to do around the city.
By the way,
Rogthor
Zach
is
yelling at
also
me.
going to the cleric. However, dramatically less concerned about the situation than everyone else. They're kind of just like following to see where this goes.
I'm not gonna follow. I'm gonna go to the sprawl. Yeah.
Another wonderful in-town session where we accomplish no plot except for Lila as the only person who cares.
Oh my
I'm the only person using that to my advantage.
God, yeah,
No one else is. You haven't told anyone about him. None of us know he's
My
there.
little secret.
Oh my God.
I
My
share
secret.
it.
Listen, Lila is full of weird secret friends. Like, she just keeps going off and making friends with weird fucking homeless people. And
They'll be useful eventually, I bet.
Yeah.
That's why the perk I gave them in my fictional alternate world, was that they have advantage on people they've never met before.
Wait, I met a fancy elf, didn't I?
Isn't Beans a weird hobo?
Yeah. I mean, he's an urchin.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I
Beans
can't
wants
enjoy it.
time to attempt to digest the brick.
Can this be a magical brick that stains him blue?
Oh my god, please.
Oh my god, it's like, we're just like reveal that none of them are actually cobalt. They're just like painted blue because like Beams opens his mouth and he looks like he's been sucking on a lollipop. His entire tongue's blue.
And he looks like that for the rest of the campaign.
His inside's just blue now. It's like the chicken, the meat is also black.
Oh my god.
Wait. Were they supposed to be actual cobalt? Because that's hella poisonous.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Listen,
Actually,
I
no,
replied,
the
they don't
poison
know
is
whether or not the
Blue
bricks are actual
bricks.
cobalt.
It's shiny, and he hasn't had anything to eat for a while. He's just a dog. No one's been making sure that this child is eating.
I didn't realize we had to.
He's like 10.
he
I
ate an
assumed we
eyeball,
were
that's
doing that
plenty.
anyways.
Yeah, go for it. It's not good.
I'm just gonna be over here crying. Don't mind. All right, I'll take that for the action. And milk it.
Lila heads back down into the tunnels to talk to the broker again.
It's a 40-minute
It's a
ladder?
workout. It's a
Wow.
workout.
How is that physically possible?
Oh my god, it's a scientist.
like
I hate
this.
that.
The ladder's
I'm worried about the structural integrity of this ladder, okay, pal? As a
Let's
mechanical
not die on
engineer,
it.
I'm worried about the ladder.
I feel like
That's concerning.
a summary of Maxwell as a person is the Brian David Gilbert video where he yells at Smash Bros over OSHA violation.
Excuse me? What is Smash Brothers? What? Huh? How could he?
Turn the fan back up.
Oh boy.
Nice.
She gets down to the broker's abode, and he is sitting at a ramshackle table, sipping a cup of tea and quietly talking to the monkey that ate one of the leaves out of her hair.
As one does.
Eat leaf.
Eat the
Guess we'll
monkey.
just approach him.
The broker tells her that the people with the masks have been spotted around Breakwater as well. He
Oh,
offers her
in
tea,
a
she
while.
declines, and she leaves.
Really? Wow. Wow. I had a question for you about something we found on our little escapade outside of the city. And I pull out that green T-Rex skull I took, or mask I took for one of those dead people. Yeah.
This is a whole conversation, but I'm not going to fill in the entire conversation. I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah.
What's gonna cost you?
I forgot how he takes payment.
He trades knowledge for knowledge.
um, Not really much besides they attacked their party out in the forest.
They've been sighted in Breakwater.
They're in Breakwater. I don't remember what happened. Well, it was so long ago. How am I supposed to remember everything that happened? No. Holy me.
Are you kidding me? We're all gay here.
Don't pull
I
me
don't
out
know
like
about that. I am hetero as I'm just the most hetero person here.
I
Clearly.
don't think so.
I cast X to down.
I press F.
F. Listen, you created Rob Thor.
The lesbian aesthetic.
No straight person could do that.
Or is the definition of unkillable. Like, it's
You
the
ever
opposite.
seen the shit was that show that about the Xena warrior princess, some shit like that?
Yes.
Rogthor is just like Xena warrior princess, like Pokemon evolution final stage.
Holy shit!
She's the firefighting form.
The mega evolution.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Next time you go Mega Evolution.
Hey Jesse, you ever watched my campaigns and notice how there's like 50% less shit posting in my games compared to yours?
Also, if we start shit, you're just gonna kill us all.
Is this a campaign where we're playing a literal cat? How is it serious?
Yeah, no. For all of those who haven't been keeping up with Rose's campaign, so I've got this little black cat. He's like 6 months old. His name is Tribble, and I just threw him into this fucking campaign because I can. He's a warlock, and I'm his patron because you know what? I am an all-powerful being from another dimension, and I sent him there. His task is to play D&D for me. That's it. Yeah, sorry.
Specifically, my favorite part about that story is, more specifically, I got a message right before the campaign started from Beans here, and they're like, "Hey, can I play my cat in your campaign?" I'm like, "Oh, sure. They're going to be a tabaxi or something. That's fine. Well, I don't know why they needed to ask." Show up to the first session with a literal cat, and I was like, I should have been more specific.
Like, not even like a Grimalkin or anything, just a cat.
It's a psychic cat, though, right?
With Elder
No, because I'm classed myself as like the great old one. He actually gets the power of telepathy.
DM rolling on how to kill us mid-conversation.
All right, let Lila dig her own grave.
Please. Yeah.
He states that he doesn't know much about these masked people, just that they've been in Fool's Gambit from what he knows.
Don't we know what they're called?
No.
Okay.
You should tell him about the weird.
You can't tell her what to say. She doesn't remember anything. This is up to
Well,
Lila.
This is live nonsense speaking.
We're not here. This is her thing. She's got to do this on her own.
All right, you know what?
So mean. Maybe I will go tell them now.
Jesse, can I multi-class as like Lila's backup memory drive?
Please. It's not my character's fault I have terrible memory. Alright. Well, thank you for telling me what you knew at least, for now. No, I should probably get back to my party. They're having a thing.
The shampoo. I gotta shampoo my hair.
Oh my god. I gotta go shave my cat. Bye.
That implies Lila would ever touch shampoo ever in her life.
Right? That's when you know she's lying.
Like, if anything, she's like rubbing clay in her hair. Like,
It's like the opening of Shrek.
yeah.
Oh my god.
The rest of the party make their way to the Verdant Expanse, finding a temple of Meros and a cleric who is in the temple and comes over to them.
The tea has been.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
But give us the tea.
Roll the sucker the DM in the stomach so they spill the tea back up their mouth.
No.
Do we look like the kind of people that follow centralized religion?
Rogthor chimes in something along the lines of, the temples of Rios have always served my people well.
The who? The what?
Rios, the god of war. I don't know if they could do much with stomachs, but...
He fucks it back up. That sounds like a great plan.
God, no.
I don't know what they could do about stomachs, but the old temples of Rios never sought to punish me or my tribe and always patched up our wounds. Granted, those wounds were usually from the Rios worshippers, because we attempted to raid them,
Out of my child.
Are you sure about that?
The rest of the party make their way to the Verdant Expanse, finding a temple of Meros and a cleric who is in the temple and comes over to them.
We probably want to go with the god of life, then. Well, it sounds like he's dear to us, so let's go check.
I'm fine with it.
The Verdant Expanse is a large area filled with rows upon rows of farms, and they see also like dinosaur farms there. It's very lush and green, and it's where most of the city's food comes from. The Verdant Expanse is a large area filled with rows upon rows of farms, and they see also like dinosaur farms there. It's very lush and green, and it's where most of the city's food comes from.
What kind of crops are growing?
They were growing triceratops, dude. Duh.
Okay, bananas are like a berry.
That's a fruit!
Berries are fruits.
Oh, I love plátanos. Yay.
You know that wild bananas have seeds inside them and they look like tapioca pudding on the inside because there's like a billion seeds and it's fucking disgusting looking?
Mm-hmm.
Are there jackfruits?
Are there any like I don't know, strawberries? Something small growing low to the you can just grab handfuls of and shove in his face. Should I get advantage since I'm like super short? I'm tiny.
Gremlin.
I'm Okay, I still didn't roll hot, but Beans comes scampering back up and tugs very subtly on Kama's cape and just slips him a single strawberry, like very sneakily.
I accept the strawberry. I deem it good.
Beans does a little happy dance and then runs back up and like climbs back up on Snatcher. Now he's a little stickier now and is probably giving off like a faintly sweet smell.
You climb up me by fucking Link in Breath of the Wild, or like you have like sucky cups on your hands. You just your way up. Yeah. Your fingers do not curl.
The inside of the temple is very lush and green. It's almost painted to look like a grassy floor. There's a lot of sunlight coming in, and there's a large statue of a lutistic deer with kind of flowers all around him in his antlers near his feet. It's very pretty.
Hi, my son swallowed a brick.
I would like to give. By the way, I'd like to give the dog some
Aw.
like blueberries or something.
Just don't give many grapes.
Yeah, no, blueberries are okay. Dogs, so are like strawberries. They're not like good for them, but like they're edible.
They're not poison.
They're not poisonous. Like a little bit of fruits and veggies can be good to actually like balance out some of the like minerals and vitamins that you can't get from just meat alone.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
My son ate a brick, and then I take him off my shoulder and I like hold him out to this guy. Yep. No need to rush. He just, swallowed a brick the size of him.
What? You heard the berries on top of what?
Beans just opens his mouth. No. Not really. You can see like their tongue and
I mean,
And,
he
like,
is a
it's
bipedal
fine.
salamander, though. Like, this is a fictional species.
you cannot see straight into his stomach.
I don't know what kind of fanfic you've been reading.
Stop! He's baby!
Talking about it.
Adult salamander vor only. As long as you get the brick out of him, sure. Gonna have to punch your son.
Beans is not very happy about this.
That's even worse!
Can't they just dissolve the brick?
No. You have to uppercut the
Beans is gonna do some wriggling, some undulating. He is not trying to just let this happen. He is.
I'm
going
holding
for the
down
escape.
the boy. Fucking Kemba, help me! Kemba, help!
I'm just gonna have a breakdown. Really barbarous.
Kemba, help us hold down your fucking son!
Can I roll a strength check to
10.
pull them off of Beans and let Beans be free?
I have a strength of 10 to help!
I did. My shit roll was.
Oh. Kemba! Help!
Max just left the fucking room.
Oh no! Fuck, run!
Hey, I escaped Snatcher.
But you didn't escape the doctor. And you didn't escape Cam.
I didn't roll.
Yeah, Kama hasn't done anything.
Good luck beating an 18 because I rolled to pull you guys
You
off.
only rolled against me, motherfucker.
Okay, you're valid.
There is no juice left that isn't your juice.
You're
I
valid.
rolled against both of you. I said I'd like to roll to pull them both off of Beans. But
You have to roll against the doctor, too.
What kind of
I'm not the doctor do that thing. I'm just stopping you.
I'm going for that. I'm gonna make a break for that deer statue.
Pastel writes, I'm questioning these medical tests. Okay.
At this point, the cleric, I think, has stopped trying to punch Beans and has settled on other medical practices, like magic. At some point, Beans horks up the brick. I'm not sure when it is.
I swear to God, if you make my son literally shit bricks.
So I actually decided to Google it, and the reason cobalt is poisonous is because it's got too much vitamins in it, and so it's like an overdose on vitamins kind of thing. It's not inherently poisonous, it's just your body can't process it all.
Yeah, axolotls are pretty sensitive to like everything. Amphibians
They're
are
an indicator
indicator
species,
species.
yeah.
If there's too much or not enough of any, they just
They also apparently turn gay.
No, like 20 minutes? How long did it take for us to get here? We ran here pretty quickly. Yeah, about 20 minutes.
Alright, what do you think I would have to roll to see if I could cough the brick up? Actually, what do you think?
Axolotls vomit? They can't vomit, can they?
This axolotl.
Yes, they can.
They
Yes,
can?
they can.
I
I
mean,
don't think salamanders could.
Do you have any idea how many frogs and salamanders and lizards and stuff have thrown up on me? You don't
It's
think
really
they can throw up,
bad
but
for
they can
them.
definitely throw up.
It hurty.
A con save? Alright.
No! A 6!
What did you do with it? Oh, okay.
You swallowed a cobalt brick. Okay.
I just regurgitate this brick, and it just like, I just like that, and it just plunks on the ground in front of the cliff.
Okay.
this is where Rogthor chimes in. Like as soon as the brick comes up, like, see, I had nothing. This is why
It's just
I
like-
did not worry. They cough
I
up things all the
Just
time.
cough it up, and it just like comes up with a bunch of like, mostly not chewed berries.
I am going to reach down, pick up the brick, take it to the store, and put it back where we found it.
I'd like to stop you from doing that. I would like to take the brick back from Snatcher and give it back to Beans. This was a gift. You do not have permission to take it.
Alright, fine, but I'm carrying it for him, and I have to, like, I'm gonna, do I have anything that I can wear? I'm not putting this in my coat.
Rogthor, were you handing it back to Beans?
Yes.
Beans takes it and goes to eat it again.
Strength! Wait, fucking, stop him from eating it. Stop him from eating it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, you can stop him. You can stop him pretty easily.
Okay, I stopped him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm missing this.
I'm putting the fucking spit berry covered brick in my fucking coat. I hope you're happy. It's still, but I'm putting it where you can't swallow it. It's a brick. 4.
I would suggest we put the brick in the hands of a neutral party, such as Lila, who was not a part of it.
No,
Lila's
you
not
gave it to him, and then he ate it. I appreciate the gift, but Jesus, I'm gonna put it where he can't swallow. No, don't put
It is Beans' gift, but you have an interest in getting rid of it. I do not trust you with the brick. Let us give
Alright,
it to
let's
a
give it-
neutral
let's give
party,
it to
such as
Gemma.
Lila or Flame.
Let's give it to Kama.
Give it to the dinosaur.
Oh, sure. Give the brick. Okay.
Give the brick to Kama. It is still slimy and covered in berries.
I've seen worse. I used to work in a gladiatorial.
How many bricks and berries did they cough up in gladiatorial combat?
Usually they cough up intestines.
You'd be very surprised.
I'm sorry. I saw something that I'm gonna send in the not safe for work.
Anyway, I want to go check out
I'm
the.
gonna put this in live.
I want to go check out the deer statue.
Hold on.
What is that?
Moth, what's Moth doing?
I did mistakes. I did mistakes.
Farmers only.
Oh my God,
I
you
just don't get
Country
it.
girls make do.
No! Country girls make do.
No.
Okay, yes, but that joke was funny.
No, you have to say that to my mom. You can't say
Beans
that.
is actually
you have to say
okay,
that
Beans
to
is like
my mom.
Beans is probably like 9 or 10 Earth years, but he's like the equivalent of 12 years. He's just like a very, very socially inept 12-year-old, as well as like he's got like major unregulated ADHD. Yes.
That's living.
Yeah, that would be leucistic.
Beans goes to the base of the deer statue. There are flower petals all around the base, flowers in his horns, and like it's just very floral. And there's a glass pane window or stained glass window, and that's letting a lot of light into the temple.
I'm gonna put one of my shiny rocks down and drop a couple berries into them. Maybe put down like.
The sun is warm as on Beans as he does this.
And while they're doing this, I would like to go turn in the other quest on my own. Like, not tell anybody where I'm going.
Don't we know about the quest?
Okay,
Can I follow Rog?
Okay, you know about the quest. You don't know that's where I'm headed.
So have you confirmed that the bricks and everything are actually made out of cobalt? All right, cool. I'm gonna fix that in my inventory then.
Can you roll another Constitution save? Fucking poisoned with cobalt.
I did that earlier.
The cleric has cured him with magic of any poison at this point, so I tell them not to worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, alright then.
Really? You weren't expecting Beans eats everything that can fit in his something that he's not allowed to eat.
You're not the only one that suffers from hubris.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Someone play the intermission music.
Someone break out.
Someone sing the Tinkle song.
What?
I'm glad someone acknowledged that.
It's a very violent group we have.
It is.
Oh, very.
So it's like, everyone just like not care that
Especially
Lila
Lila.
disappears.
Like, Lila is so violent. It's just crazy.
You want to go, Punk?
Yeah, fucking fight me. Let's rock.
But
Will.
let's rock.
Alright,
Welcome back. Just had like delicious fart noises on the recording that we didn't hear in the Discord.
Why do you have to say delicious?
alright.
Make it as awkward as possible.
Like, Beans may be willing to eat poisonous rocks, but I think he would argue with the delicious.
Moth left for the BRB, but I was saying that I wasn't going to tell anyone that I was leaving, and I wasn't going to tell anyone where I was going.
I want to follow them.
Oh, we've got an audience member? What? Who's that?
Still on a bit of a break. I have a very important question. Anybody else remember Cornel and Bird?
What did you say?
Does anyone else remember Cornel and Bird?
No.
Oh my god. Very vaguely.
I still get the theme song stuck in my head at least 3 or 4 times a week for a good day.
Anyway, I actually have some stuff that I want to do in the city.
Maybe you shouldn't have gotten hospitalized then, you nerd.
Maybe you should have given the child that eats everything a giant brick.
Hey, what the fuck?
Poisonous brick.
Hold on. I brought up the Discord, because, not the Discord, the fucking Twitch to see this. Why is my avatar not there? Like, I see Rose, the red box, my picture's not there. Everyone else is.
Oh my god, the way that I have to see a fucking screenshot of this. Because I just looked, and the way I'm positioned, the cat that someone drew on the map looks like it's your icon. I'm putting it up live. Hold on.
Anyway, I mean, I guess we could and let Rose do her thing while I presumably wander around looking for this. Oh, cool! Go for it.
There was a
Yeah.
nightmare? What did I
Yeah, we
miss?
didn't get to experience them.
And I
Yeah,
took no
Kama
damage
lost
from
3 max
I want a
HP.
scary nightmare.
Traumatize the chat.
I think
Wow.
she would sleep just because it's like a habit she developed living with dogs.
I am.
Bean want to look around a little bit more, but he does have stuff he wants to do in the city.
You want to follow Rogthor?
The cleric pulls Kama aside and asks about his nightmare.
Yeah. I'll admit to being a little fatigued. I'm gonna like glance around and then lean close. You
Lean
feel
closer to who?
that occurs in dreams.
By the way, I'm hoping to leave while this is happening and like get a head start.
Do I notice Rogthor leaving?
It's up to you, bud.
You've already started your conversation with the cleric. It'd be rude to leave now. Trapped by social norms.
I'm Batman. Can I just disengage socially and like out the window after Rogthor?
No.
But I feel like this is a little...
I feel like it's traumatic. It was about my parents. Goodbye.
Why are you obsessed with following me? All you know is that I'm leaving. In
That's
character,
true.
you don't know what I'm doing.
In that case, I will stay with the cleric. Also, Rogthor always has the most interesting shit happen, so it's a good reason to follow.
That's actually an excuse.
I will stay and talk with the cleric and request to do so privately because Zots wouldn't be very comfortable showing any weakness in public. Is there a therapy couch?
Tell me where the dream touched you.
Dark.
Show me on the
Baby. Baby, get tummy rubs. Baby, kick me in the throat.
I'm sorry, there's a brief interruption while my boyfriend baby the cat.
Baby, get kissy. Baby, kick me in the face.
Oh my god, Wilson, please. Why did you reveal what the dream was about to everyone else? Like, do I have to do this in main chat? Okay. So after a lot of hemming and hawing, because I mean, Batman's full of trauma and he never talks about it. I did not. No. But it's not quite right. I felt ill. And it felt like the people in the dream knew that I was there and turned to look at me as if it wasn't a dream at all. Although previously I'd been unable to interact with anything else around. Would my character know this?
Nope.
Nobody has talked about their nightmares.
I'll say I have no idea. We aren't exactly.
I mean,
At this point, the cleric goes, "Ah, yeah, bud, you're definitely cursed," and tells Kama to come back tonight if he needs a place to stay. Yeah, and says she can't remove it, but someone else possibly can. She also tells him about the different planes in D&D 5th edition while she's at it. Like the ethereal plane, and the material plane, and the astral plane. It's a very intriguing conversation that I have none of.
Had it with his motherfucking ghost in this motherfucking plane.
Well, the nightmares haven't continued. I'm more feeling the damage that was done. Zots bows his head sagely and says, "I would appreciate that." Jeez. Where does Zots show up on an evil good plane? I don't even know.
I mean, yeah.
Good. Oh, joy! Zots is going to nod in a very brooding and thank her for attempting. Well, for her aid, because now he does know more than we.
Okay. Am I gonna get 2 more dreams, by the way?
There was a cleric in Snowcliff. I have no memory of this place. Who was supposed to ask about it? Oh yeah, let me just ask the cleric. It's not like I'm like a guy that kills people for a suitably theatrical manner. Okay.
Yes. Awesome. So I'm going to turn in the quest and get our pay first.
Justice also seems very surprised that Rogthor is alive, and at first thinks the rest of the party is dead and she's the only survivor, but Rogthor very quickly corrects him.
Everyone else
just
is alive.
us.
I'm just the one who can't. Go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, again, I'll say this.
Yeah, no, I'm on my
I'm
own,
coming
Sketcher.
with.
Why are you coming with me?
Why not?
Oh yeah, you just left Beans alone at the temple.
No, never mind. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna stick.
That's going off into his own room.
No, you make a good point. I'll stick with Beans. I should be with my son. Go ahead, Rocker. Sorry.
Yes, they're all just fine. You're the second person to have told us, just give me the pay. Awesome. I take the money, and then I try and find the seediest bar in town. Like, I went to the highest quality one last time. This time, I'm looking for the seediest, like,
Go into
back
the
alley bar.
brawl.
Oh my god.
I'd like to headbutt the meanest looking fucker in here with no provocation, and then, like, immediately hold up a bag of coins and be like, drink for everyone! Awesome! I like him. Who is it? Is it an orc? Is it a human? What are we doing here? Yeah, when he headbutts me back, I throw an arm around. This guy gets 2! Hey, I didn't say I was spending the party's money. I've got gold of my own. I took the money, but I haven't spent, like, I've got enough of my own money that I could probably pay for it.
Hey, look at my drawing.
Oh my God, Beans!
Oh god, what?
Baby.
Oh, let's see it.
Okay, anyway, I'd really like to kind of sneak off on my own.
I'm gonna come out and everyone's gonna be gone, and Zot is gonna be like, fuck!
Yeah, I mean, so earlier, while I was pickpocketing people, because Rocco was shaking everyone down, trying to find out where to go, and I found a brass key, and I want to look around and see if I might be able to find what it goes to, actually. Also, Max, I love you. Please take your annotation off of my drawing.
Beans.
Beans.
Beans finds a box at the base of the deer statue that that opens with his key. He finds a axolotl-sized rolling pin and a note assigned to a Shimin.
Oh, cool. Alright, I'd like to see what is in it. I was actually expecting that I was gonna have to, like, explore the whole... Nice. Like, a rolling pin for, like, dough? What? Oh, neat. Okay, what's the letter say? Is there an indication of, like, where this person is now? That'd probably be more like she.
We went
Is
from
there-
Beans swallowing a brick to this.
Alright, is there any indication of, like, where these people are from?
Mossleaf Village.
Okay, alright. But there's also, like, the person that I took the key from, of course.
Is that supposed to be Rogthor?
No.
On the map? Oh, it's
Oh my
got the horn. We both had horns on it. Okay.
Cool. Don't forget your gills.
I'm working.
Look at. Atlakat. Yeah. Atlakat, something like that. I can't remember how it was spelled. But typically the L sound isn't actually like pronounced that much when they tag it onto the end of things. So like axolotl would actually be more like axolot. I may be totally wrong. It's been a really long. Oh. Anyway, Beans neatly folds the letter back up, and puts it back in the box, and locks the box back up. He pulls out a small candle and sets it next to the box. He doesn't have anything to light it, but he puts it there because I took a bunch of candles from the Festival of the Light. Yeah, I have 5 candles. Well, now I have 4 candles. All right, and I am going to scramble back off to the town.
Snatcher and Kama end up at least near Beans at some point. I'm not sure when, but they all end up near each other.
Beans would probably actually scramble off on his own. At least attempt to.
Well, I'm in the sprawl, so maybe I noticed Rogthor and I just kind of followed to see what she was up to. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, okay.
I mean, if Lila wants to find me, then sure. It's not like I'm making my presence very hidden.
No.
Yeah, like Rogthor's Rogthor. She's built like
You can hear her from a mile away.
She's built like a 2-story building and has the volume of.
She's a brick house.
Okay, we were sort of in the middle of the Cobalt Bazaar when Roscoe was shaking people down because we were just around like, oh fuck, I'm still drawing. We were around like this area where all the skulls are. So I'm just gonna go back around here and see if I spot any of the people that were around before, especially the people that I fucking pickpocketed. And I'm just gonna probably search from there.
As Beans is going down the main thoroughfare, he notices most of it is blocked off because there are dinosaur races in Aerith, and today is the last day for.
I mean, you guys could, in theory, bring up the dream to each other. Gamma's not gonna be like all wrapped up in his little blanket of toxic masculinity. I don't have feelings.
Oh my god.
This whole Batman masculinity.
Yes, and I agree.
Yeah, a little bit.
My friend fucking sent me a picture of a Minecraft village that they were gonna build yesterday. Today they sent me an update that's a fucking giant mansion built on top of the village, and it says I'm working on Cusco-topia.
What?
Where would we be on the map? Just like kind of point me. Okay. Because I imagine I would probably be taking most back alley routes, not because I'm not like I'm just like a little goblin boy. Just a little gremlin. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. Just because it's a very Beans doesn't like being out in the open very much. Mm-hmm. All right. I definitely want to stop and see what's going on. He'll probably kind of observe from afar at first. He kind of peers out of his little alley and just kind of like skitters closer, probably hiding around, I don't know, like an overturned barrel or something. something like that, just peering around things. Think feral cat. So is this like a sort of festive atmosphere? Right. Hmm. All right.
Yes.
What's Kama doing?
I think I'd slowly wander back to the inn we were staying at. You know,
Yeah,
taking.
I'll go with that.
Observe from afar.
Okay. I think Beans might make his way up to one of the rooftops where the little picnics are going on. Alright, probably gonna come up to probably the smallest group of people that are up there. Like, and he's just gonna like kind of walk up and like sit down, but like a fair distance away. He's just sitting and looking at them very expectantly, like he's waiting for them to say something first.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, I have an 18. I rolled for those listening, I rolled and then a nat 20, which is a 24. I'm just waiting. Good. Gay rights.
Gay rights. Yeah. Yep. Sure.
Beans nods and he kind of skitters up on all four.
I'm having a hard time keeping track of where everyone climbs, I'll be honest.
Yeah, Beans kind of ran off on his own.
This session has been kind of confusing for me. I'm extremely visual, and all I see is a map. So anytime anyone mentions someone who Snatcher likes being somewhere, I'm like, he probably followed them.
Yeah, no, Beans kind of ran off on his own.
All right, I'm just gonna be completely quiet unless someone mentions Kama, and I'll just stick with my guns that wherever Kama is, Snatcher. Cool. We need more visual because I am constantly lost.
All right, okay, we're like over here, right?
Okay.
Okay, would we be on the smaller building by Bean's foot?
All right.
Let me give Oh, I was just gonna.
Where am I? Where's the token I'm gonna drag?
Actually, that'd probably work better than the little ambiguous orange spot.
By the way, can we delete things in our like paper thing, because I still have help wanted stolen item from before we started streaming. No, I mean physically can I? I don't know how rolls. With what button? Oh.
I mean, you can, if you click on the past.
No, I can't.
Back up. Wait, I mean, if you click the past adventures, it will,
Yeah, fair. Where the fuck am I? Where am I putting my token down? Alright. I'm in Snatcher's nipple. I'm in Beans' nipple.
Beans doesn't have nipples. He's an amphibian.
I'm where the nipple was drawn on a Sharpie.
Oh my god.
Probably not a good thing to put on the skin of an axolotl.
Also, I want it known that, okay, Beans' little cloak thing, it's about as modest as, like, old, Greco-Roman, togas and stuff. Like, it's just sort of draped over him.
I
How
also
do I
want
place
to
my
make a
token?
comment here that I got in trouble earlier, but now I got in trouble earlier because Beans is child, Beans is baby, and you got mad at me. You're the one drawing nipples on him now. So you're a bunch of hypocrites, and you can shut the
Nipples
fuck up.
Nipples are just like an anatomical feature. They are not inherent.
They're modified
I'm
sweat.
on his nipples.
They're modified sweat glands, and their purpose is to feed mammalian.
If you're a boobs person, that's a kink.
Yes, absolutely. It is a fetish.
Yep.
Like feet fetish. It crashed directly into boobs.
I was skittering up to this gay couple on the roof.
Aww.
Oh, nice. I wanna share with them some of the bears I had. I just like pulled them out of a random pocket on this like potato sack cloak.
Are you gonna try and feed them your lucky brick?
No, no. Snatcher took the brick. I do have little pieces of cobalt, but they are kept with me for the foreseeable future. I'm not doing anything with them yet. I've actually been steadily keeping more and more like precious gems and stuff. Wasn't there like a green gem we got? Yeah, I've got agate, cobalt, a shimmery black stone that I don't know what it is, and then a green gem that I also don't know what it is. But I do want to find out at some point what they are.
Just utter silence. I hate those moments when nobody says anything, and it's like, okay, is everyone just not talking, or did Discord die?
Okay. So if someone has sex in a Stephen King novel, they're horny on Maine. Yeah.
All right, well, if they're not going to do anything, I'm going to ask the little gay couple what's happening.
I have no idea, my guy. I'm gonna watch. I got my money. I'm pretty satisfied. I'm just gonna sit and watch Camera.
I was going to find the least.
Snatcher's not a free thinker.
No! The least festive rooftop that is the slightest bit gloomy or brooding, and sit on
I don't
that.
want to do that. I want to go find the most festive rooftop I can.
There we go. Don't you mean shade?
Yeah.
That's an awesome name.
Bean shakes his head.
Sure. I'm just gonna move my token over there.
The Beans.
Listen, you're the one who gave us the freedom to split up. You're the one who said, okay, you're in town, what do you all do?
Okay, but I do still want to, like, track down this person, and I don't want other people to be with me. Alright. Okay, you cut out. What was that? Bean looks very excited about this.
Ooh. Don't eat it, Beans.
But it was too late. Beans had over.
The fact that you cut out makes it even funnier.
Okay, but Maxwell drew a action bean, and I just turned. This is just the map of bean.
My God.
Big chunks of bean. I love you, Jesse.
That's closer than Dad.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, you're Dad. Is that? Wait a minute. If I'm
It's beans.
Beans' dad and you're my dad, then does that make you Beans' grandpa?
Yes.
Good. A steel ball run race.
Spud.
Beans is going to probably like thank the nice couple, and he's gonna scramble down, get a like closer view to the race and stuff like that.
Oh, guys,
Right.
my girlfriend just turned around her computer and like angrily pointed at the cordman that I sent. And like looked me in the eye. Country girls make do.
Potato. Potato.
The announcer is a blue tiefling with a blue gallimimus to match him. The first racer is Titan with his rider Gurk. They're all gallimimus. This Titan has all black feathers, and Gurk is an orc. Next is Spud and Ruxie. Ruxie is a very small goblin lady, and Spud is all brown with a lopsided face and has darker brown feathers. They're both pretty tiny. Chirper and Daisy. Chirper has a limp. He has worn feathers, and Daisy is an older looking human woman in cleric's robes. Kobold Crusher and Lars. Kobold Crusher is green striped, and Lars is wearing camo to match his dinosaur. Fairy Princess and Bolin. Fairy Princess has iridescent feathers and scales, mixes of pinks and purples. And Bolin is an elegant-looking human man with tied-back black hair. And next up is Sugarloaf and Anna. At the end of the race, Bolin is kidnapped, and the players rush in to see what's going on.
No, I love it.
I roll for all the racers, and by the way, Spud wins the race. The one I wanted to win the race. It was great.
Nothing about this Gallimimus you've linked is green. This is brown and white.
I linked it.
Oh, I see. Max linked. Listen, my brother thought that cats were.
Oh,
thought that
good. I
cat
fucking
was
love
green
Dinotopia.
for, like his whole life. So I'm not putting it past you to think that that.
I'm
was
trying
green.
to get a higher quality image.
So I know that I'm not there for any of this, but I just want to make it clear that Rogthor would definitely bet on Titan if they were. I know, I'm not there. I'm just saying if I was, I would bet on Titan.
Actually, Beans is scrambling around behind them and looking for feathers. Especially picking ones from very. Beans is gonna like. Because like he hasn't been like he's been like trying to scramble around to like plot, but also pick up feathers. But he's probably gonna like immediately run in there, but like kind of going low, trying to not be like super obvious. Should I roll stealth?
I also want some feathers.
All right, that is a 22. I am going into the smoke cloud.
Yeah, I gotta stay close to my reckless son. Also, I want some feathers.
You haven't been around me, have you?
Yeah, but I followed you.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to continue to watch broodingly, and also that I love the albino, and I'm going to cheer for her, even if her name is. I love her.
Batman.
I mean, it seems kind of weird to be cheering for them now that they exploded, but sure.
At this point, I think the smoke bomb has gone off as Spud crosses the finish line, and they hear both a Gallimimus scream and a human scream in the smoke. Guards rush in, and so do the players to try and perceive what's in there.
Right.
Alright, should I roll what, perception? Perception investigation? Ah, damn. Okay.
It's an 11 for me.
Alright, that's a 10. Yeah, I was really hoping you could have done investigation higher.
You're at disadvantage, it's 7.
Damn. I'm looking for like what's going on.
Yeah, same.
The players see a tiefling, the same one Rogthor fought, carrying off Bolin into an alley they pursue. Guards die in the process from a goblin with her. It's a terrible scene.
I would like.
Oh shit.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I said, baby.
I'm going with, of course.
The blue one? Yeah, the blue mutant from the bottom.
It's a very blue episode.
The one I got into a bar fight with.
Oh god. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Okay, what happened with the, okay, what happened with the tiefling again? Sorry, I was reading a thing. Okay, I would like to continue going after her. Yeah, I'm used to cities, and I'm tiny.
I'm sticking with Beans because I don't want this boy to get involved.
Beans is definitely gonna point you towards the guard, though.
Okay,
Whether or not you actually
I'll follow Beans.
pay attention.
Snatcher talks to the guard, who is then McMurdered in front of him while he's talking to the guard by the goblin. And Snatcher's like, I'm gone, bye! After that happens.
Oh, what's going on here exactly? Hold on, we're part of the. I'm gonna take out of my coat and like show it to him as if it's a badge. Here to help. Bolin, okay, who's that? Describe real quick. Give me an image. Oh Jesus. Okay, problem. Snatcher's running back to Beans. He's a coward and he is out there. Bye! I'm out. I'm back to Beans. Bye! Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Beans is probably gonna still be like, when Snatcher gets closer, probably like genetically stay back.
You broke up. What?
When Snatcher gets closer, Beans is gonna be like gesturing, like, "Hey, stop, back the fuck up, stop, like,
Okay.
don't
Okay,
get closer."
I'll listen to that direction.
Cool. He's not saying anything, but like gesturing.
Yeah. Okay, that's foreboding. You got it. A boop. 23. Goddamn. Ah.
Would it be possible for me to slip in after her? Alright. Damn it. I mean, do you think I could I attempt like an acrobatics on that one, actually? Alright. Alright, you know what? That wasn't any better, so.
Oh my god, okay. Concerning.
Alright, get us in there.
Yeah.
Melon.
Alright, alright, you're not gonna have, like, you don't have to do anything with these, but Beans is definitely gonna, like, check out the wall after she's gone, since he's there. And then, probably like glance around after that, just to like kind of take in everything else, since he was pretty focused on her. But like, I mean, obviously he was like keeping it out for like not getting stabbed in the face by a goblin, but like just gonna take another look around. He's not doing too hot on those rolls though. So you don't even have to do anything with that if you don't want to. But I wanted to put them. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. Let's fucking go. I'm already banned. Oh, okay. Good.
Two of them going into a dark hole literally, and two of them going into a dark hole metaphorically because they're getting drunk in a bar.
Yeah.